YooRim is gone. YiJin is becoming a type of reporter that he once fought against at the beginning of the drama. HeeDo and YiJin are not together in 2009. Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another review of 2521, episode 14, you guys. What just happened here? In the last episode, it toyed with our feelings. This episode, it didn't rip our hearts. Well, not completely. They just ripped it a little bit. Now, can you imagine what the last two episodes are gonna do to us? I mean, think about it. Constantly ripping our hearts out. Constantly toying with our feelings. Constantly just increasing our anxiety on what's gonna happen at the end. We want the ending to be happy. We all want that. But most likely that's not gonna happen. But we don't have to worry about that until next week. That's gonna be a long week. But anyway, right now, it's all about episode 14. YooRim's decision to go fencing in Russia, YiJin becoming like HeeDo's mom, and then that news interview back in 2009? Yeah, let's talk about that. First, at the beginning of the episode, we are in current time. Min-jae is trying to find the next diary to see what happens next. Her behavior is pretty much us when we're watching this drama. So, she couldn't find it. She went online to see if YiJin and HeeDo had any scandals. They didn't, but she found a news interview from 2009. YiJin was interviewing HeeDo. Now, during that interview, look at their behavior when they're talking to each other. They're not together. And also, HeeDo asked YiJin, "Have you been well?" Which means they haven't seen each other in who knows how long. And then from 2009, we get a flashback to 2001. We see both HeeDo and YooRim in the finals of a fencing competition in Madrid. That's not the shocking part. The shocking part is YooRim is a champion in Russia as Julia. And this entire episode gives us the backstory to why she is representing Russia. So here's the reason why YooRim decided to join the fencing team in Russia. First, there was a car accident. I thought it was YooRim and Jiyoung. We saw them together in the bus. We heard the car accident, and then we saw the car accident, but it wasn't them. It turns out that YooRim's dad was involved in that accident, which I thought he was in the emergency room, but it wasn't. It was someone else's son, which is still bad. And also, if you think about it, YooRim's family is already in debt. And with this car accident, it just made it worse. At work, YiJin overhears two guys talking about YooRim decided to join a fencing team in Russia. Remember, YooRim uses fencing as a way to protect her family, and she broke the news out to the people she loves, her friends, her family. They were all heartbroken, and she was going to Russia no matter what. It didn't even matter if her parents said no. She was going. Her parents had sacrificed so much for her, and now she's doing the same for them. When YooRim was reading the letters that the others wrote for her, my goodness, it was so sad. Seeing YooRim and HeeDo hanging out just one more time before she left, it was really cute, but at the same time, so sad. And then just seeing everyone saying goodbye to her at the airport without Jiyoung. At first, I was like, yo, where is he at? Jiyoung finally made it to the airport, and he drove really, really fast. He told her, hey, remember that Russian phrase I taught you? And she said, I have a boyfriend, and his name is Moon Jiyoung. Nice. And both Jiyoung and YooRim kissed. At first, I kind of thought YooRim broke up with them, but I guess, yeah, they're still together. And I'm assuming in current time, they are still together. Now, for YiJin, he is slowly becoming like HeeDo's mom. Remember, he was confused. He was told to never become attached to the subjects. Too late for that. But he also knew that he was going to have to hurt and disappoint the people that he was attached to. And that time was now. So YiJin reported on the news of YooRim joining the fencing team in Russia, and also gave the reason why. It was because of her financial situation. And HeeDo, yeah, she wasn't happy about that. HeeDo brought up the time that she won gold and the public just hated on her, and YiJin saw all of the BS that she went through and fought against it. But now, YiJin is pretty much doing what the other reporters were doing against HeeDo, but now he's just doing it to YooRim. But then remember what YiJin said to HeeDo? He said, Will you want to be seen with me? I think they just gave us a reason why they're not together anymore. And then towards the ending of the episode, YiJin is torn about everything that just happened. He overheard some guy calling YooRim a traitor. He saw some person ripping a poster of YooRim off his wall and throwing it into the trash. And then we get a shot of YiJin crying in the tunnel with the shot of someone graffitiing YooRim is a traitor on the tunnel wall. And then HeeDo appears in front of YiJin. So now we're starting to see the cracks in HeeDo's and YiJin's relationship. Yeah, I did watch the trailer and they're still together, but the cracks are still there. And also, what we find out in the 2009 news interview, yeah, those cracks are gonna... And then we are back to the 2009 news interview. We hear YiJin say we all have to overcome obstacles. And then we hear HeeDo say, not out loud, but in her mind, she makes sure that her support reaches out to YiJin and she'll fix everything. Now, when she said all of that, that gave me hope for a good 5 seconds and me thinking, wait, they must be together. Until YiJin said, congratulations on your wedding. If I said it before, then I'll say it again. This drama does a very good job in giving you hope and then just breaking your heart after that. Man, this drama is so good. Because they showed us the news interview in 2009, it does debunk one theory that I think one person mentioned in the comments of one of my reviews. They said that YiJin passed away in 2001, but he's alive in 2009, so that theory is thrown out the window. But I do have one theory. In the 2009 interview, YiJin congratulated HeeDo on her wedding. He didn't mention the guy's name. If he was a famous person, he would have mentioned it. So maybe this is giving us just a little bit of hope that YiJin is the guy that she's going to marry. Oh, this episode was just so good. It was a good follow-up episode to the last one. The last one really messed with your feelings. And then for this one, it messed with your feelings again, but then it broke your heart towards the end, especially with that 2009 interview. Jeez. I think I'm going to stick to my theory about the 2009 interview. YiJin did tell HeeDo congratulations on her wedding. He just didn't mention the guy's name. So there is hope, guys. There is hope that YiJin and HeeDo are together in current time. But it does go against HeeDo's reaction to when her mom said she saw him a month ago. And it wasn't a reaction of, oh, you saw him. Or like, okay, you saw him. It was more of, you know, like a shock. Man, just seeing YooRim leave the country, seeing YiJin slowly becoming like HeeDo's mom, but he's also regretting it. The gang is slowly breaking up if you think about it, and it's real. You know, it happens in real life. For example, I mean, the group of friends that you have in high school, most likely you're not going to be around them for long. Maybe you keep in contact with maybe one or two of them. But yeah, man, I gotta give YooRim so much props because she is willing to sacrifice a lot to help her family, even if it means that the people who supported her is calling her a traitor. I mean, here's the thing. YiJin reported the reason why she left in the first place. So you would think the people who supported her will continue to support her because she has her reason. But no, there are still people calling her a traitor. Yo, we throwing hands, I don't care. And calling her a traitor, come on now. For YiJin's and HeeDo's relationship, oh man, at this point it can go either way. Yeah, YiJin will slowly become like HeeDo's mom if he continues to report like that. And if it does, then yeah, those two are not together. But if my theory is true, then what do you guys think? And yeah, that's pretty much the gist of the episode and my review. If there's anything I might have missed, please leave in the comments below. Other than that, if you like this video, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. See ya.